All right. Welcome. I'm going to go ahead and just mute the line for everybody real quick. And then if you are a speaker, if you would go ahead and unmute yourself when it's your turn to talk, that'd be great.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to our Millennial Zoom call on Healthy Living Revolution. I'm Melanie Simon. I live in Boulder, Colorado, and I'm just stoked that you guys are here to join us for this evening. We have a lot of great stories about what we are up to with this Healthy Living Revolution and what it's all about, our product, and our amazing business opportunity that we have to share with you all this evening. So we're just going to kick it off. I've got a bunch of amazing people that I'm going to share with you, and they're going to share their stories about this awesome journey that everybody's on. I get excited about it because 9 years ago, I've actually been with this company for 9 years, and it absolutely changed my health, my family's health, and this business opportunity has totally changed our family's life and the way that we live and the way that we think about opportunities and the way we live our life. So I am going to start off with amazing rock star Lindsay Hale, who's here to share with you about our Juice Plus products, how they've affected her life, and how she's using them in her business and changing the lives of so many people all around the world. Lindsay.
Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. Thank you guys for taking the time out to join us this evening. I wish back when I got started we had these amazing calls. It's just so awesome because you guys get a bunch of education, so you can make an educated decision if this is for you or not. And to give an introduction to myself, I'm a personal trainer of 12 years now, and I have 2 beautiful babies at home and have built this business right along with building my family. And you know, someone had put it into perspective for me when they had said, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" And I said, "Oh, I own a personal training business," and was so excited about it. And they go, "Oh, so you're making money when you're not working?" You know, because that's what a business is. And I go, "Wait a second." And they go, "Well, so you own a personal training job." And it really like disheartened me, you know, and that's kind of what put this business into perspective for me, was that, you know, you can make money while you're sleeping essentially with this business, which is insane. But I'm definitely an advocate of helping people get healthy. And, you know, when I was first introduced to these products, I just thought that, like, I don't know, this bottle kind of looks similar to the multivitamin that I take. Boy, was I wrong. But I'll kind of take you down the journey of what got me interested in it. And, you know, ultimately, I thought it sounded better than the multivitamin I was taking. And I figured, you know, gosh, I'm so healthy. I'm a personal trainer. I get paid to be healthy. And I really do commend myself on, like, being the trainer that follows through with what I tell my clients to do. I'm not somebody that just, like, sits back and eats a donut when I tell you guys you can't, you know. Because there are trainers that do that too, by the way. But with that being said, you know, I figured, hey, there's a fruit snack version of this. It claims to have, you know, a bunch of fruits and vegetables in a fruit snack. And it was really an effort to help my husband get healthy. And no offense to any firefighters that are on the call, but I don't know if anybody has ever seen the food that firefighters put in their grocery cart when they're shopping without their wives. But they put in like the frozen lasagnas, and, you know, probably, you know, since this is a younger generation call, like all the stuff you guys eat in college is what those firefighters eat, like, when they're by themselves. So we tried these fruit snacks for 30 days. And to my surprise, after 30 days, I actually wound up pregnant with our oldest daughter, which wasn't any surprise, except we had been trying to have a healthy baby for over 4 years. And I had 3 miscarriages previous to that. So what the big shocker was, is when I took these products, and there's lots of them. There's actually 4 different colors. I can't even hold them all up nowadays or whatever on here. But I took these to my doctor and I said, "Can I take these while I'm pregnant?" And she goes, "Well," and I'm just going to hold up the label here, you know, "can you eat apple, papaya, orange?" That sounds like food to me. "Can you eat all of that while you're pregnant?" And that's what put it into perspective for me, was like, oh my gosh, like, this is actual food. And not to mention, through these 4 bottles, It is simply food. So 40 different fruits and vegetables in your body. And now we have this amazing omega blend. It's not fish oil, but it's omegas. And it has 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 omegas on there. Who even knew there were that many omegas? I don't know. All I know is I've got to be a part of the test trial of them, and I love them. So they'll be released here coming shortly. Just another way for our clients to get healthy and for us to be able to create revenue. But I had 2 perfect healthy pregnancies back to back. And I don't know if anybody struggles with acne, but I used to have terrible skin also. And when people see my photo, my before and after photo, they're like, oh, you photoshopped it. I know some of you guys might be that computer savvy, but I'm not. And I can't Photoshop my face in real life. That might be nice, but I can't do it. So that totally resolved. And we have some programs now that help us get healthy that anybody can do. And I think the younger generation, and especially me as a mom, I love these programs. The one that I love the most is called the Shred 10. And it's literally 10 days of putting these healthy things in your body. We have protein shakes, okay? And also what I liked about this is it has a nutrition label, which means that it's actually food. Weird. Most, in fact, you can do this right now at home. If you have shakes that you usually use post-workout or maybe for morning meal, look and see if your shake has a nutrition label. Most oftentimes they'll have a supplement label, which by definition means highly processed and man-made. Nutrition means food. So I liked that it had a nutrition label. And also the other thing, gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan. So if we have anybody that falls into those categories, awesome. And the ingredients that we can pronounce. So I don't know about you, but anybody who's tried these shakes, especially the chocolate, sorry, I'm biased, tastes like a Wendy's Frosty. I mix it with almond milk and coconut water in a shaker bottle, really quick, really easy. And we're getting all of this. Are you guys ready for the ingredients? And I'm not going to read them all, but alfalfa sprout, millet, pumpkin, pomegranate, spirulina, yucca, mushroom. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not having mushroom for breakfast. I don't know. But anyway, and I'm not going to get my 2-year-old to eat anything like that either. So she starts off her day with a shake every single morning. She asks for her cocoa. So as a mom, that makes me super proud that we're starting off our day right. And it makes so much sense. You put 2 of these shakes in your body every single day. You do capsules or fruit snacks. There's 2 versions of the fruits, vegetables, and berries. And I don't know about you guys, but I like the fruit snacks because they're like a sweet treat. So I always tell my clients, like, you know, why don't you grab for fruit snacks instead of maybe grabbing that cookie or donut or whatever it is that you guys eat that you shouldn't be eating. So it's something that's really easy. And we do this for 10 days. And the program's pretty astringent. There's no alcohol, no gluten, no dairy, no caffeine. There's a big list of no's, but it's only for 10 days. And the cool thing is I don't know about you guys, but if I'm going to invest my money into something, I want to see results like that, right? Unfortunately, in my personal training career, doesn't necessarily happen like that, right? We need to actually work at it. But with this program, in 10 days, people are seeing phenomenal results. I have a picture of my cousin. She lost 9 inches and 9 pounds in 10 days. And what it's meant to do is detoxify our bodies. And so what happens is the toxins live in our fat cells. We put in a bunch of good, healthy plants into our bodies, fruits, vegetables, berries, and it helps detoxify our fat cells. Fat cells shrink. So nobody's going to complain about fat cells shrinking. You feel amazing. Energy is at an all-time high, and people see results very quickly. And so with that being said, on the business perspective of things, people can't help but recommend this to our friends and family. And that's what helps us build great businesses on this as well. But with that being said, I'm going to hand it over to my buddy John, and he has even more to tell us about this. So take it away.
Hello, John Bradley here. I'm 24 years old, living in Colorado. I've been on Juice Plus for about a month and a half, going on 2 years. And the biggest significant change that I've noticed since being on Juice Plus is my energy. Now, this is probably going to sound silly because it kind of does, but like, I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm probably giving a few people who are coffee drinkers like a nightmare at the moment, but that's okay. I don't drink coffee, so oftentimes when I wake up, I feel tired. As I progress throughout my day, I feel tired and not fully energized. And I'm a runner as well. I try to run 6 to 8 miles a day. I also go on hikes every week. And before getting on Juice Plus, I wasn't feeling it. I would get tired easily. I would not feel energized. My performance when running was kind of like sporadic. But since getting on Juice Plus, I've noticed, when I wake up, drink a shake before going running, take my capsules as well. I feel like a burst in energy, which like carries on throughout the day. And it's been very beneficial for me when I run. I've noticed my performance, is a lot better. I can run longer distances and get tired less. It also helps with, recovery as well. I'm not as sore when I run, or after I hike as well. So yeah, it's kind of like a great substitute for coffee. Coffee has always, not been my thing. It's always like messed with my stomach, so I kind of stayed away from it, and then stayed away from like energy drinks as well. But overall, it's been a great experience. I'm very young and very, I would consider myself pretty healthy, but I look at Juice Plus as a preventative measure. Like I'm being proactive by, doing Juice Plus in hopes of preventing certain health problems later down the road. So, and a ton of people have shared great stories with me about how it's improved their lives, their health in general. So I don't plan on quitting anytime soon. So with that, I'm going to hand it off to Marina, who's going to talk to you guys about her health product story. So yeah.
Thanks, John. So I'm Marina. I'm 23, graduated from college last year, and now I'm living in the real world. And so my product story starts in college, where I was a college athlete, and I got there my freshman year, and my parents sent me with some Juice Plus, and of course I put it in the back of my dorm room closet and didn't want anything to do with it. And then I went through my freshman year playing softball, ended it with multiple injuries, sickness, no energy, wanting to give up, just totally the exact opposite of what I went there with, dreams and goals in mind. So I went home and I knew I needed to make a change, and I figured, I need to work out, blah, blah, blah. And about halfway through the summer, I'm like, this still isn't doing it. Like, I'm not going to go back ready. And so I'm like, I need to look into doing some nutritional stuff. And my parents, of course, were like, hey, we have this stuff we sent you to school with. Why don't you just listen to us? And so I'm like, fine, I'll take it. And so I started doing the gummies, and I'm like, wow, I'm really starting to feel better. Like John said, I was recovering. I had so much more energy. And then the shakes on top of it, I'm like, these taste pretty good. These aren't these crappy, disgusting whey protein shakes everyone tries to shove down my throat. And they don't make me feel bloated. And I could feel like I was putting on like some good lean weight. And so I went back to school. Long story short, I performed a lot better. I didn't have any season-ending injuries, and I ended up making first team all conference all 3 years. So it was amazing. And then fast forward to now, and school ends, and you hit the real world, and you're supposed to be healthy, and you're kind of lost. Like, okay, well, I'm young and I feel healthy, and I ate like crap in college, but these things kind of did it for me, and now I really need to get it together. And so I really drilled down on the Shred 10 program, like Lindsay had mentioned, and I really got those habits going, the 1 to 2 shakes a day, my capsules and chewies every day. And it has just made the world of difference in kind of my peace of mind. And I mean, I could continue to have energy and recovery, but I just have peace of mind that I'm taking care of my health, and I'm young and I do eat like crap sometimes and I'm always on the go, but this fills those gaps. And I think a lot of people on here can relate that you're not going to give up eating your favorite foods anytime soon, certain fast foods. I mean, I am obsessed with Chipotle and Qdoba, and I'm just not going to stop, but this at least fills those gaps and keeps me feeling good and keeps me feeling like I'm going to be healthy enough to have healthy kids one day and do what I need to do. So that's my product story. Now I'm going to turn it over to Erica.
Thank you, Marina. I can totally relate. I mean, it's been a few years since I was in college, but I get it. Like, I get it. So my name is Erica, and I'm 30 years old. I'm a wife and a mother of 3 beautiful children, but I am also a millennial. I'm on the higher side of the millennial group, so I have experienced a lot of those younger aspects, and now I'm on the higher side, but I'm still really a part of this great group of people. We so often hear the stigma millennial term used kind of in a derogatory way, and it really isn't. I really embrace it. So some of the greatest people I know are in this millennial age group. So a little bit about my story, guys. 5.5 years ago, my friend introduced me to Juice Plus. She had been reaching out to me for a few months to get me to come to a wellness event, and I finally made some time, sat down for one of our local events, and I just heard some great, really significant information. So obviously what I heard was I'm not eating enough fruits and vegetables, and neither is my husband. He was super picky when we got married. And so I thought, you know what? It just makes sense, really. I'm not eating enough. There's a product that will literally fill the gap for me. And I thought it kind of sounded like the easy button. So click, sign me up, right? So fast forward 3 years into my Juice Plus journey, you know, we really were a raving fan family. We, at that point, had 2 of our children had been born, and we were just experiencing really great things. My husband had seen a significant decrease in his cholesterol and his blood pressure, and that had continually each year when he went to his yearly physical. That was just, you know, proving more and more each year. We used to joke that he should buy stock in Dayquil NyQuil because he seriously drank it from October, usually through April, every winter, all winter long. Constant colds, constantly kind of on the verge of being sick. So we noticed, you know, 3 years in, gosh, she really had not been using as much Dayquil NyQuil. And then we had these 2 children, and while I'm watching all of my friends and my family on social media posting about their kids at the doctor's offices, sick, throwing up, another ear infection, pneumonia, they're missing days of work, they're worried about losing their jobs. We have these 2 kids, and we've never been to the doctor for an illness. We've never had an ear infection. We've never had an antibiotic in our house. That is still true today. You know, with 3 kids, we still have not experienced those things. So we have these super healthy kids, right? I myself, who ate probably the better variety out of my husband and I, was noticing, gosh, instead of 2 or 3 migraines a week, I was lucky if I saw the first 3 years of being on Juice Plus, I maybe had 3 or 4 migraines in that entire time. So that was significant for me. They were debilitating. So we really just were a raving fan family. So I said yes to the business because I wanted to buy a tower garden and grow some produce for my family. And my friend who had been selling Juice Plus to me said, you know what, you can get a discount on your product. And I thought, why wouldn't I get a discount, you know? But I also figured out that I could make a few extra dollars by sharing it with family and friends, which I was already doing because it's what we do, right? When we love something, we tell everybody and we get them all on board too. So, you know, I started out, just thought maybe I can cover my family's product costs because then I would feel like that was significant, you know? So I quickly covered the cost of our product. And then as my paycheck grew, my vision grew a little bit bigger. I saw more people affected, more families getting healthy, just significant changes in the people around me that I was introducing to Juice Plus. And so each time my passion grew a little bit bigger, my vision grew a little bit bigger. We went from just, you know, bringing in a couple extra $100 a month to now last year we paid and covered for our oldest child to go to a private preschool, which was really kind of a great thing because we wouldn't have been able to afford that. This year, we're able to afford 2 children in private school, which is something we're passionate about. And you know what? I know this business has afforded me a lot of that I wouldn't have otherwise. It's given me more than just that. It's more than the finances. it's given me a lot of hope that I can provide even more. My vision can grow bigger. And I'm just absolutely in love. So it's on my time. I'm realizing when people talk about time freedom, I didn't really know what that was. You know, prior to Juice Plus, I consistently worked 60 hours a week, usually between a numerous amounts of jobs. So really, I've recognized that I can have time freedom. You know, I have a family, and my children deserve to have a mom and a dad that are present. Obviously, I need my time away as well, so I enjoy getting away. But I love that I have the ability and the opportunity to be home more with them. I also believe that my family deserves healthier choices, that we deserve a more fun lifestyle. That, you know, today we got to pack up and have a beach day because we had the freedom to do that. And that was really a blessing to my kids, but it was a blessing to me too. So this business has given me a lot, you know, and as I'm sharing it with people, maybe you've had this experience as well. You hear that, oh, I'm really not interested in hearing about your pyramid scheme, right, guys? Everybody's heard the term used, pyramid scheme. So I started thinking about it. You know what the real pyramid scheme is? I'm going to show you guys. So don't mind me as I move this camera here. Okay. So corporate America, which is, you know, a lot of us go off to college. We hope that we graduate with a good enough grade point average that we can get a decent job, right? But in the end, it all looks about the same. So we have what looks like this. This is corporate America. You'll notice this is a similar shape that we were just talking about. This is a triangle, guys. Everybody comes in right here, right? Everybody starts at the bottom. Even if you have some experience, you're probably going to start at the bottom because obviously you're the newbie. If you're lucky and you're diligent, you might work your way up. You might come in, make your way up to some management, right? But let's face it, there's only one position at the top. This CEO position, there's one spot. If that person doesn't retire, move away, or die, that position is not going to be vacant. And even if it does become vacant, how many people do you have vying for that position, right? So pretty soon, you know, you're looking at like, what's my chance of making it to the top? That's how I looked at it. So this is what I loved about Juice Plus. Let me just adjust this so you guys can see here. This is what the Juice Plus business looks like. And I'm not an artist, guys, so bear with me. This is like a square or a rectangle, you know. Everybody pays $50. It's $50, and everybody is right here. We all start at this bottom. And at the top is our national marketing director. That's the highest position in the company. And guess what? There's room for everybody here. Every single person has the same opportunity. We all paid the same $50 to get in, and we can all work our way up the top if we wish, right? There's room for everybody here. It's not a pyramid, it's a square or a rectangle, however you look at it. So everybody has that same opportunity, and that spoke to me because I just didn't see myself vying for the position, one position at the top. I love that everybody here has the same opportunity, and that, you know, really you can fall where you want to. If it's not your dream to make it to the top, then you know what? Find the spot that's best for you. But you can have that vision. You know, when people talk about the sky's the limit, the sky isn't the limit in corporate America. There's a cap, there's a limit. And we don't have that in this business, and that's really a huge blessing. And so with that, I just encourage you guys, really open your minds to the possibilities and think about really what could a business like this do for you. You've heard what it did for me and what it's doing for me, and you're going to hear some more. So I'm going to pass this off. Adrian is going to get on and share a little bit of his Juice Plus journey. So thanks for being with us tonight, guys.
All right. Hey, everyone.
Go Age! Woo!
Hey, Arielle. Thanks for everybody for joining on, all my friends and family that's out there. But yeah, like Erica said, my name is Adrian, and I've been taking Juice Plus for over 5 years now. And I've noticed so many significant things, like what the other millennials have said before. But the big thing that I really noticed and that I was really proud of was seeing the benefits that I saw within my mother. I come from a family that has some history with cancer. So all my grandparents died from some type of cancer, and my mother also had some form of cancer. So it was really cool for me to be able to help out with my family, knowing that we have this history, because just because we have this history doesn't mean that we are always going to have that in our timeline of what will happen. So I was able to help my mom make her DNA stronger and help her protect her from other cancers. And so aside from that, she's also done 2 of the shreds that we talked about earlier, and that's within about 2 months, and she lost 15 pounds. So that's really, really awesome for my mother to lose 15 pounds within about 2 months. And unfortunately, in today's society, we wait until things are broken to fix them. But with Juice Plus, I found a way to be able to help protect my family, myself, and prevent those things from happening, so that when I'm older, I don't have to worry about that. And so as millennials, I think it's important for us as well to focus on that. But another cool thing about the Juice Plus company is I also make it a business, and everybody all the time asks me, like, hey, I see you traveling all the time and you're always going on adventures. And that's who I am. I travel all the time, and I love going on adventures. I love going on hiking and being able to hang out with my friends. I am not the type of person that has the typical job. That's not for me. So with Juice Plus, I found that I'm able to work wherever I want, whenever I want, and with whoever I want. And it's something really cool that really stuck with me was when I was at the French Open about a month ago, I was able to connect with Wi-Fi and help some of my team members with problems that they had with their business, or helping with some orders or whatever. And I'm like, wow, this is so cool. Like, I'm at the French Open, I'm connecting to Wi-Fi, and I'm getting paid to do this. Like, how awesome is that? So aside from being healthy with myself and with my family, it's so cool that I can make a living from this and not have that job where I'm sitting behind the desk. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say. But up next is Jenny. So thank you all for your support.
I think she's muted.
Jenny, are you
Jenny,
muted?
you're up next.
Are
I'm
you
sorry,
up?
I was muted.
Hi. That's
Okay.
okay. You're good to go now. Thanks.
Okay, so I'm Jenny. I am 30 years old, and I'm a wife and a mom to a 9-month-old who keeps me very busy. I got into this business because, I was a medical transcriptionist, and I got to work from home. And I created my own hours. I was able to work in my PJs. It was fantastic. And I found out I was pregnant, and I was like, this is going to be great. I could work around his schedule. 2 weeks after I had him, my biggest client just shut their doors. And without that client, I was laid off. So you can imagine 2 weeks after having a baby and the stress of going down to a 1-income family, it was very hard. And I know Lindsay Hale from high school. Her and I went to high school together, and I'm friends with her on Facebook. And I saw that she was constantly posting about this business, saying that she was able to stay at home with her babies. She chose mom care over daycare. It was fantastic. And out of all of my options I could have chose, I said, I need to contact Lindsay immediately. So I got on the phone with her. I said, Lindsay, I don't know anything about this business, but I want to join your team, and I need to learn it now. So she came over to my house. She signed me up for the business. The next day, my sister happened to be at the house with me, and she heard about Lindsay's spiel, learned about the products, and she was like, I'm going to sign up with you, and I'm going to be your first customer. And so that was really neat. So Christina, as my sister, we started taking the products together. And within the first week, we noticed more energy. We were sleeping better. We just overall felt better. And my sister is like, well, there's something to this. So I want to join your team. So it just kind of expanded. So with that being said, I'll show you how simple this business is, because one of my very first hesitations with this was I don't know very many people. Outside of my little bubble, I don't know where to go. And that's a lot of the stress that a lot of people have as well. So let me show you how easy this really is. So if you can all see that. So Lindsay was here. She signed me up right here. I found some customers along the way. I signed up my sister, who then signed up a bunch of customers. I don't know any of these people. This was all on her. And then while we were talking about the business, we introduced it to my mom. And my mom was like, well, this is great. Now that I sold my business, I want to jump on board with you guys and do it with you. So then we got my mom on board, and she found a bunch of customers as well. And it was just kind of a ripple effect. When we went over to the house to talk to my mom, my aunt happened to be in town from Seattle. So then she signed up underneath my mom. So it was just this trickle effect of just family, which was fantastic. And each of them know all of these customers, and every one of them has experienced what we've experienced, and they go and spread the mission themselves. So they go and find somebody, and then those people tell people. So you don't need to have this huge base of people you contact. You just need a handful of people. You tell them, you know, how it's impacted your life. Tell them, you know, the freedom lifestyle that they're creating, you know, and the fact that I get to stay at home with my baby, that's the end goal. I don't want to put him in daycare. I want to do mom care, and I don't want somebody else raising him. And I get to do that. I get to just go to the pool with him, and I don't have to focus on my business if I don't want to. So join the mission. It is fantastic. It changes lives. It's changing my life. So do it. And back to Mel, and she'll close it out.
All right. Wow, you guys, thank you so much for sharing all of your beautiful stories. I just feel so grateful to be, on this call with just so many amazing people that are willing to put themselves out there to help change the future of generations. I feel like, you know, living a healthy lifestyle doesn't need to be complicated. I love how much our business and our products makes it so simple to help our family and friends and people that we haven't met yet to live a healthy life. And it's just really inspiring to be and hear these stories. And thank you all so much for sharing them. This call tonight was just really put here to just kind of tell you what we're up to and invite you to join our mission and to ask more questions. So if you have questions, or if this piqued your interest at all, or maybe you think this is not for you, that's okay. You might think of somebody that it is for. So we encourage you to get with the person that invited you to this call. Tell them what you think, ask your questions, and we hope that you will join us on this mission, whether that means to start living a healthier lifestyle yourself. Like maybe you want to up-level your health and do that Shred 10 program that we talked about, because it's awesome and people are glowing because of it. So we hope you'll join us in that. And if this sounds like something that, gosh, you would like to own your life and have a little bit more freedom and live life to the fullest, we invite you to join us. And like I said, ask more questions. We love people that have questions and we like to answer them. So do that with the person that invited you here. And I just want to say thank you for your time. Thanks for showing up, and have a great evening. Later.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for all joining. It was nice seeing you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. That was super fun.
Ciao.
Bye,
Ciao.
everyone.
Ciao.
Great job, everybody.